you think was going to happen that has actually happened, and what has happened that you didn't expect, positive and negative?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the running game has been exactly what I thought it would be. I think you can make a pretty strong argument that Nick Chubb, if he's not the best running back in the NFL, he's in that top three. And the luxury that they have in having a former NFL rushing champion as his backup is as good a luxury as you could have in the Western Hemisphere. So I think the running game has been exactly what I thought. I think the playmakers have been what I would have hoped. Beckham, clearly healthy Beckham is a different Beckham, both from a physical and a mental standpoint. And I think there's been a trickle-down effect with the way his positivity is kind of
where do you stand on Baker?
What's that?
Where do you stand on Baker Mayfield?
I'm still a little bit torn, Les. I'm more of a traditional, can you stand in the pocket and make the throw kind of quarterback guy? And I still don't see that from him. I do like the way, though, and I'll compliment Stefanski on this as well. Both he and offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, I think they've done a nice job of playing to Baker's strengths, which is getting him outside the pocket, which is rolling him out and having him throw on the run. So, his second half numbers have not been good. What I would like to see out of Baker when they get into the point where they have a game that comes down the stretch is him to, lead the team on that game-winning touchdown drive. He hasn't had to do it yet, but that doesn't mean that that's not coming soon. So, I think he's shown by his commitment in the offseason that he's taken his job seriously. I think he's played pretty well. I think he can be a lot better. I think he knows he can be a lot better. But I also like the fact that he's been tough on himself as well, where he comes out after the game on Sunday and says, that's the worst I've played all year, and I've got to be better for us to be better. So that's been refreshing as well, to hear a more humble Baker Mayfield, if you will.
Yeah. Has the offensive mindset of the Browns coaching staff, have they dummied it down a little bit? Because if they have, you wouldn't know it. I mean, if the game plan is to dummy down the playbook for Baker, they're either very good at it or they didn't need to do it.
No, I think almost the opposite, Les, in a way. We've seen some of the trick plays, like I said. I think they've just managed games really well. And I think that might be alarming to us because we haven't seen games managed well all that much over the last 20 years. So I think, again, Stefanski's job in play calling and clock management has been something that's been very refreshing for Browns fans to see over the first 5 games. Also, I don't think they wanted to show everything they had in that first game against Baltimore. I think it was intentional the way they played that. I don't think they wanted to reveal everything that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. And again, when you have that bread and butter attack where you can just hand the ball off to a runner like Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt and know that you're going to get 4 or 5 yards a crack, that makes things a lot easier for any offense.